Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Try of U-Boats. It's a submarine simulator of, well, obviously, U-Boats. It's a bit more about, survival, sandbox with crew management. It's kind of how they defined it on Steam. So it's got mostly positive reviews. It's got really good reviews. It went to early release or early access, I should say, April 30th. So it's been in early access for a little bit, but it still is in early access. So there may be a few little bugs and little things that we see along the way. But that's going to be just fine. And currently our mission is, we're obviously paused. We've recently picked up radar from this Falcon wreck back here. We're trying to get away with the radar that we got because we want to make sure that they don't know it was us that, I guess either caused the sabotage and also stole the radar, things like that. We've already had an encounter with a destroyer, which did some damage to us, but we were able to repair that damage after, diving deep and then coming back up again. This is all still tutorial mission, so a lot of these things are just kind of, gated to happen at a certain time in a certain way so that you basically are guaranteed to succeed. We also shot down an airplane. The airplane found us so quickly after the destroyer. That was our first clue that there was probably an aircraft carrier nearby, so that we then surfaced, or actually not surfaced, we went just a little bit below the water, turned on our radar, or the hydrophones, I think it was, and we're able to hear the screws of the aircraft carrier out there. There's actually a red thing out here. What is this? I'm not sure what that is. But here we are. We're hunting down this aircraft carrier with our U-boat U-96 at the moment. Got 4 torpedoes loaded in our front tubes. We're going to go ahead and go on to full travel mode and really go as fast as we can go. Fast travel. Once we get closer, I'm assuming the time will slow down. It does look like that's exactly the case. Entering area, aircraft carrier, North Sea. We are in the area where we detected aircraft carrier earlier. Visibility is very low. Send color to the conning tower to the targeting site so we can help look for the enemy. Considering that U-boats on the surface are harder to spot than the average ship, night and bad weather work for us. That's good to know. And allow us to get close to the enemy without detection. So, color. Let's go back out of our map view. Color. Go to the, let's see what it's into, the, targeting site. Which is one of these up here, isn't it? Right there. Come on. Targeting site. Why am I not getting a view of... There we go. Assigned to the targeting site. So color's going to go up there. It is rainy. Obviously, like I said, the visibility is going to be pretty low. There's a couple ways that you can play this game. You can either play it in this side view, where you have like kind of good control over a lot of your crew and stuff like that. Or you can play it in a first-person view, where I actually can control Kohler, take him to the, the site, and actually kind of look around with him and things like that. So, I personally I feel like I prefer this view a little bit more. I think it's going to be fun, but I could definitely see the benefits of doing the first-person. Looks like we have found the aircraft carrier now. So, we want to attack the aircraft carrier. So, let's pause for a second, go to our map. I'm assuming we want to still continue to move towards the aircraft carrier, which it looks like that is exactly what we're doing. Maybe, although it's off to the side over there, so I'm surprised that it's... Okay, wait, what am I trying to do? Is there anything here I need to do? No. So Color is still looking. I guess he found the aircraft carrier. Is there something we need to do here? I mean, are we heading... So I guess we're heading up that direction. We found it over here, so I'm assuming we are going to start turning towards it. Yeah, we're turning towards it. Okay, so that's fine. In fact, we can probably go just a little bit faster just to kind of make this happen just a little quicker. Alright, so do we see... There's our sight range. I'm surprised he was actually able to see it like that. That far out. Maybe it was still... We're just hearing it where we're hearing the audible noise of it. But... Could sink down a little bit just to be able to still be technically surfaced, but able to hear a little bit better. Or not hear a little bad word. Be able to be less visible is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, words are hard today. I'll just let things go for now. We're going to continue to go a little bit fast here. I'm assuming we can't actually attack until we actually literally get visibility on it. I'm actually going to come down here and... Can we actually see it? We actually see it. Man, the seas are rough. They were not kidding. Still off over here to the left a little bit. Actually, this is straight up direction that we're moving in. So we're actually almost heading right towards it. Definitely want to lock on it. We spotted the aircraft carrier. It has separated from its escort, probably because of the fog. It's a great moment to attack. In similar situations, remember to keep your boat at the right distance to stay undetected. Click highlighted button and choose the first forward gear for the engines. Okay. So we want to click this and the first forward gear. Just slow movement. Okay, fair enough. So we actually do know it's out there. So it's a large group escort carrier. So I guess we'll unpause. Why is it not pausing? We're not going. Oh, I did click that, I thought. I'm confused. What's going on? Click this. First forward gear. Right? Or is it just this one? Why is it green there? That must have been what it was. Okay, I don't know why that... I thought that green highlight was where it was wanting us to go. Good, let's start the targeting process. Select Officer Kohler. In the upper left part of the screen, you'll see a list of targets spotted by the officer. Click with the right mouse button on the aircraft carrier to start the targeting process. This will make the officer focus on taking the bearings of the target instead of, for example, looking for new targets. Okay, so he's literally going to focus on the bearings, the speed, all the different maths that you need to be able to accurately... you know, get your torpedo going the right direction and the right speed and the right distance and things like that. If I was playing, I said before, like in the first episode, that another game I like to play is Silent Hunter, and I actually play Silent Hunter with like manual mode, like full realistic kind of manual mode, where I actually have to sit down with a piece of paper and calculate out the different angles and the speeds and things like that. And it's been a lot of fun when I've played it. I don't know if I would do that on a video or not, because it does, it's hard to do math on a video like this, but it is a lot of fun to sit down and calculate out the trajectories and the speeds and how far you have to lead the carrier or the different ships based on their speed and their different directions. And it's a lot of fun to play, but it's also very tedious. So maybe not super enjoyable for a video like this, but definitely a fun way to do it. All right, so did we lose our... Did we lose it? Or did we get it? Did we get the target? Click information on all targets. Okay, that's fine. Is he getting the information that we want, though? I can't tell. I think he got the information that we need, right? Already? Like, that's why it's got a star, I'm assuming. So now we need to sink the carrier. So I'm assuming that's something to do with like getting close enough, because presumably our torpedoes can't quite reach that far. Let's get rid of this menu. Is there a... Let's see, what's our journal will say? Orders! Cool. Alright, so there's different orders that we have. What about activity? Nothing there. I guess that's where we can, type in some stuff. Management... Everybody's ready at the moment. We'll actually an officer down because we cut him loose because he was in the water when we got attacked by the destroyer. Can we? Does this actually do anything? U-boatpedia? No. What about? I don't want to go to headquarters right now, so just in case that does something weird. I was wanting to see what the effective range of our torpedoes was. If we can get any information about our torpedoes. I wonder if we come up here. If we go to this. No, I guess there's probably a way to see some information about these, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I think I want to say the electric torpedoes don't have quite the same range as the steam ones. I could be wrong. I don't remember. It's been too long since I've been playing a Silent Hunter game. I think in Silent Hunter you start with the steam ones. I don't think you get the electric ones until later in the war. This is 1939, which is still actually really early in the war. Maybe Germans were more advanced. Oh, I didn't mean to send you down here, Barbie Kohler. That was silly. That was not intentional. I don't know if that messes up your targeting stuff. We'll send you back up here just in case. Work Uzo. Guess you have 2 guys assigned to you at the moment. Oh, is that who those guys are? I bet those are who those guys are that are coming up after you, aren't they? Yep, Eric Luther and Derek. Okay, there we go. So those are your guys that are assigned with you. Fair enough. I think you're still all information targeted on this thing right now. So I think we're okay. Do we see information on it over here? Oh, our sight's starting to get more because it's starting to get more daylight. Could be good or bad. I mean, obviously the seas are a little bit choppy still, so I'm sure there's still going to be a little bit reduced visibility. Yeah, 27% visibility. Because of the fog, the rain, the cloudiness, and of course the lighting. Of course, that's starting to change a little bit, but not much. We have a little bit of a noise right now. We also have a interesting, I guess, a decently sized radar signature. We could flood the decks. I wonder if that would... You know, a lot of times when you're in this particular spot where you're trying to go after a unit that is on the surface, you want to at least get your decks awash. So all that's up above the water is your conning tower. So that really just makes it basically the size of a rowboat out in the middle of the water is all that you really is kind of visible. Maybe a little taller, but you know, kind of the idea being just enough visibility that you could still be up top and be looking around, but the rest of your boat is mostly underwater. I'm tempted to go ahead and try that, but it hasn't told us to do that yet. I think that would technically be the right way to approach this, although the seas are so rough, that might be too far below the water. They might start crashing into the conning tower too much. But let's actually just go a little bit faster here, see if it tells us to do something here in a moment. Because we don't actually see it yet. Actually, let's double click on you. Do we see it yet? No, that's not what I meant. I'm trying to zoom in with the scroll wheel and it actually zoomed me out. So we are locked on. Okay, here's all the information about it. Okay, so we are locked on. Okay, so that's what I want. Oh, we could actually... We could actually do all the manual stuff here, it looks like. There's the identification book. Yeah, because that's how you identify what it is, what size it is, what displacement is, because the displacement will tell you kind of obviously how much it weighs. What I'm trying to say, sorry, the beam is what would tell you how much it because this is what's below water, right? The beam? Or am I misremembering that? I may be misremembering that. But you would want to know how much of its keel is below water. I forget what the name of that is. I'm sorry, I'm not a sailor. Forgive me. I don't know much about water like stuff, so I'm saying the wrong things. I apologize. But I know the general idea of it is that you want to know how much of its hull is below water so that you can know like how deep your torpedoes need to run. Obviously, a ship that's deeper, you can run your torpedoes a little bit deeper. Other ones you might want to run on the surface. If you're running on the surface, especially the water's as choppy as they are now, or near the surface, I can imagine that would be troublesome. So the deeper you can get them, probably the better in a lot of ways. Plus, it's harder for the enemy to spot. It doesn't look like we're actually getting any information on this yet. Launch torpedoes at this target. Okay. We still just don't know anything yet. And the seas are so choppy right now that I actually think if we were to go down underwater any more than this, we would not be able to see anything. Now, as we get closer, we may want to go down a little bit, but this far out, we're trying to get just a little bit of a spot above all these waves. You know, as far out as we can, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Excuse me, sorry, a little bit of a hiccup there. So anyway, let's go ahead and speed it up while obviously we're not seeing it yet. We're not getting the information we want just yet. We know it's out there. We don't know anything else about it yet. It's 3 nautical miles. Looks like our sight is at about 1.5 nautical miles. Visibility still says 27% over here. Two nautical miles. Actually, this might be about 1 nautical mile here. Do we see a ruler or anything like that? I don't see anything. I guess this is what these are. Compass. So yeah, we could really like plot things out, it looks like, but you know, like truly like see exactly how far things are out and things like that. That's really cool. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, see, come back over here. Okay, so that would actually go... Okay, I don't want to do that. I want to go... I don't want you to do that. I want you to literally go for that thing. Okay, how do I get rid of you? Oh, there's the eraser. Okay, there we go. Anyway, the point is that it looks like some of these things will allow you to actually kind of measure out the angles and things like that, like I was mentioning before. Here's our world map. Here's our tactical map. What does the tactical map do for us? Oh, okay, I guess this actually sees us, our ship a little bit more kind of 3D, which it's too dark to actually see anything right now. Fascinating. Okay, trying to figure out all the different bells and whistles here and all the different options we have here. Presumably, once we gets near this sight circle, we'll be able to actually see it and be able to start plotting a course of our torpedoes and things like that. Entering the solution, I guess is what it's called. It's gone. How's visibility now? Still 27%. Okay, it says it's gone. That doesn't bode well. Hopefully we see it here very soon. He's still out there looking. So 0 and 0. I'm assuming that means they have 0 things they can hear and 0 things they can see. Well, neither one of those bodes well. Alright. Pause. Detection. Take your positions. Okay, so if I click on you now, go to manual mode, and can I see it? I can't see it. But is he able to like see enough of it to actually start entering a solution? I can't see anything. Wow, this is crazy dark. Visibility is still 20. It's at 24, but it's actually worse now. It says it's out there. I can't see a single thing. Rain's coming down like crazy. Is he like... Yeah, lock it in. Is this us entering these points of information? Yeah, that would be with us entering it, and which I don't want to do. So let's zoom back out. Let's go ahead and let him do his thing. How do I do this? Okay, let's go back to you. I want you to calculate the torpedo course. That's exactly what I want you to do. Perfect. Okay, so he's at 1%. So maybe we should have done that a long time ago. Okay, so maybe I messed up there or something. I don't know. It's going to be okay. Because we're only at 2% now. Wonder if we should drop down a little bit, make us less visible. Let's grab west, come to the valves, and once you get there, I'm going to see if I can drop down, see if it makes any difference. It may make things worse. It may actually lose sight or something like that, who knows. But it feels like, well, I mean, the water's very choppy, so if we drop down a little bit, that might make this a little dangerous and like liable to lose somebody over the water. So maybe that's not what we want to do. Oh, we actually do want to go periscope depth. Really? All right, fair enough. I don't think I called that out, did I? Did I? Certainly, sending him there didn't automatically go periscope depth. I don't think it did. So, are we not? Okay, so we can't see as. We're still... That made our sight worse. Okay, here's hydrophones, though. So we can hear the... Oh, that's right. That's why we couldn't hear it, because we were on the surface. So now we can at least hear it. Does that mean we can plug in more of a solution? Because you're at the hydrophone still, correct? So we're possibly targeting here. But I don't think we got the solution locked in. Huh. Alright, so Newman... Are you... I don't know the difference here. Are there 2 hydrophones or something? What's the difference here?
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. Sehr
I
wohl,
honestly
Herr
don't know.
Kaloi.
So you're sleeping now, which we don't want. Do we want you to go to the periscope room?
Herr Kaloi.
Periscope? Observation scope. Where's the actual attack periscope? I think the observation one is lower down, right? I think the attack one is actually like the one that we would normally use more efficiently to, well, it's called the attack periscope, so it sounds like it makes sense, but I can't remember which one's which, I'll be honest. We'll see if he's able to see it from there then. It says he is. Alright, so, okay, we're at 8%, so we still need to continue calculating this. Our visibility now is 8% because of just the periscope. Oh, we see it keeps going up and down and through the waters, I'm guessing. The sight line is going kind of back and forth. Another option is to use the periscope while like at a higher depth so that you get a little bit more, you know, distance on your which you can see, because obviously your periscope's sticking up in the middle of the sky, basically. So that's technically an option, I believe. I don't know how often it's used, but I believe it's an option. So are you... Still only at 8%, huh? Is that because we lost view? Now, did I accidentally send it to periscope depth? Was that something I did? And if that's the case, then that might have been a mistake. Because the vision that we have is way low. We're going to be right up on this guy by the time we are close enough to get some more stuff. What if we go to just deck a wash? But still stay at the periscope? What will that do for us? And again, I don't remember if the observation scope or the regular periscope has a higher vision or not. I can't remember. We may want to go back to the surface. Because this looks like this is going to take us a while. Especially if it doesn't have any escorts. Yeah, this isn't going up anymore. Yeah, maybe I accidentally hit periscope depth and I didn't mean to, because it didn't tell me to, obviously. I mean, he can see it, he just can't plot a solution to it yet. Problem is, if I surface now, I'm liable to like get too close to him. Alright, so our visibility right now is something. Okay, let's grab you. Let's actually send you to the observation scope. That's 3 kilometers. 4.5 kilometers. I think this is actually smaller, right? Should see the vision. I think this is... I mean, it's slowly increasing, but... I'm not sure why it's going up. That seems a little odd, but I do think this is a shorter range than the attack scope. Alright, we've already committed to being underwater. Because this one's saying what? This one's saying 3 kilometers. This one can say 4.5. So yeah, this one's at 50% further. We'll go to that. Now 4.5 in clear weather. We're obviously in not clear weather, so that's part of the reason why we're not able to see quite as much yet. We should be close to being able to see it, you know, within the periscope anyway. We probably should not have gone to periscope depth. That was probably not the plan of the tutorial. But we're here now. We're this close. I don't want to surface this close to him. So let's go ahead and stay at periscope depth and see if we can track him down. Or stay at kind of a lower depth. And we may officially want to go back to periscope depth, honestly. Because... otherwise, we're... Yes, we have a lower silhouette, but... At the end of the day, we are reducing how much... We're increasing... As we get closer, he'll be able to see us better. And since we have to be closer because of the periscope, that might be a danger. But it does lower the sight quite a bit. Does give us hydrophones back. Alright, we're just going to go with this. We're going to speed up until we can actually get the sight on him. We'll be able to see him here in a moment. We're going to be right up on him, so our torpedoes are going to be able to go pretty quick in a hurry. Alright, so we're right up on him. Go back to Kohler. Start plotting this again. Have to start over apparently, which I guess that makes sense seeing it's been that long since we last saw him. Things could have changed, probably did change. Or 1%. May actually want to stop here. Because I don't want to get too close to him. He's just out there. Just enjoy the fact that he's just out there. Oh, we keep losing sight though. Oh, that's not good. Let's go just a little bit more then. Oh, our air quality is too low. We can't, I guess we have to surface then. See, I've been underwater too long. So that's why I should have been at the surface. Maybe we surface now. Sounds like a really bad idea. He's going to be able to see us and start sending stuff after us. Can we get the solution before we have to surface? It is dropping faster than I think we're getting our solution. Yeah, I did this all wrong. I should have stayed on the surface. I thought they put us at periscope depth. I must have hit something to put us at periscope depth. Oxygen's at 11%. It's not good. Why is the diesel... Oh, the diesel shouldn't be running. That's part of my problem. Electric engine. That was part of my problem right there. Why is the electric engine not turning on? Do we have to stop the diesel compressor? Stop. Electric motors. Forward 1. We're at periscope depth, so we should presumably be using the electric motors. Why is the diesel still going? I actually don't know. Can we just stop? Yeah, we're about to run out of oxygen. Alright, we're going to have to surface. I think I've killed my crew. I think I've killed my crew. This is bad. All is bad. Okay, so our crew movement got bad because our air quality got bad. Why is our air quality still bad though? We're at surface. I'm confused. I must have done something wrong. Alright, you're still getting your solution, so we'll leave it at that. I mean, probably shouldn't have the periscope sticking up out of the water trying to get a solution at this point, but I don't want him to try and re-get the solution. Why is the air quality not going back up? There we go. Stabilizing with a radial min that has whatever. Alright, so let's see if we can get back to this, because I obviously messed up. Well, there you go. That's you don't want to do that. So yeah, these guys, poor guys up here. First aid. Bad things are happening. Now, air quality is getting back good again. All right, so that guy's stabilized. That's good. All right, we're going to put a cut in there after I've made a huge mistake. And again, I thought the game put us underwater, so I went with it. But I must have hit a button or something like that and put us underwater, which was obviously the wrong thing to do. So I'm going to see if I can salvage the situation anyway, and then we'll go from there. I do appreciate you watching, though, and I hope you join me again next time as we hopefully can sink this carrier without losing all of our crew. Thank you, and goodbye.